Live across campus and from Shock headquarters at University House, this is Varsity.
I'm backing Salford.
Of course. Well, if I wasn't back in Salford, then, I certainly wouldn't go to the Union. Well, it's hopefully they're looking to repeat what they managed last year. Of course, they won 55-19 in last year's Varsity for the Lionesses. So
absolutely incredible scoreline, and hopefully there'll be a repeat of that today.
And what a season it's been ultimately for the Lionesses. I mean, they made it to the semi-final of the Cup.
Which is incredible to get that far, and I believe that was the highest any rugby team has got in a cup.
Which is just incredible because it shows just how far this team have come compared to where they likely were a few years ago. 80% home win record. It's been incredible.
Oh, you're a number cruncher, aren't you?
Ah, yes, Statman, you see, of course.
I believe it's the first time we've commentated together, but we are also both part of Salford Rugby League.
Oh, of course, yes. Well, I mean, it was a very different story for us, finishing fourth of Northern Tier 2A.
And unfortunately, there is no Rugby League game today, as Chester have had to refuse because they've been told that walkovers.
Yeah, I also heard they couldn't field the squad, but,
Well, I mean, if you saw my trash talk, I think that's why they didn't want to play. Terrified of the Salford team.
Well, the fact that we managed to beat them away with 8 men, I think that's quite I think that says a lot. It says a lot, really. But ultimately, as well, I think just in reflection of this match, it's basically Salford's game to lose, because if we look at, of course, when they've last faced each other in December, 72-0 at home against Chester. Ultimately, if Salford lose this match, it's going to be a real disappointment.
Well, I spoke to Evie Arnott, the captain, and she said 100-0 is the scoreline she's looking for.
Certainly bold. I'm not going to lie, it's certainly very bold.
Absolutely. I think they could do it, though. They're a strong team, and I absolutely believe.
Do you know what?
Got it in them.
I do agree, because I mean there's so much nerves around the first match of Varsity, really. I know it's the early morning and there isn't really as much of a crowd as we'll get later on in the day, but there's still a lot of pressure to get off the line, start off well, and just manage to keep the ball rolling for other teams. Of course, we've got badminton coming up at 11 o'clock as well in the sports hall. You'll be able to catch everything on Shock TV, Shock Radio, Shock Sport, and Keys TV as well.
Stats. They beat Lancaster, who train like 3 times a week. They beat them 40-17, and Lancaster also beat Chester. So, I mean, even the games that they haven't played against Chester, it's telling you, it's screaming at you. It's going to be an absolute win for Salford today.
It was incredible, that match against Lancaster, and Lancaster are such a high quality team, considering, on every sport really. I mean, we've had experience against Lancaster and they are such a physical side.
I kept the bench very warm for the match that I was on the team sheet for. I'm not saying played for a reason, because I was very warm on that bench.
I may or may not.
They're making a break here on the right, but they fumble it! I apologise for the little American football breaking out. I've done a bit of commentary for American football recently. But, oh my God, it's going to be a brilliant match today. It's the first team playing today, and there's already quite a bit of a crowd. I'd say potentially the second biggest crowd they've had for a Women's Rugby Union match. It's close on the edge. Chester are really pushing through. We don't want to have them set the tone or win. I think that may be a try for Salford, for Chester. No, they're keeping it. They're going to keep their line now. I believe possession has been given over to Salford, and that's our captain, Evie Arnott. Keep an eye on Evie Arnott, because she has an incredible kick when it does get to those conversions later on in the game. And as you can see here, I'd say she's the strongest kicker on that pitch by a mile.
Absolutely, and well, a little bit of a fumble there by one of the, by I believe the fullback for Chester.
Yeah, number 15 for Chester there, really not enjoying the move so far.
Bit of a
but they're
scrap.
making they're making a move on the left, sorry. It is confusing me here because I'm used to the commentary on the other side of the pitch.
I know we're right in the you could say, what did you say, the fan zone?
I'd say the fan zone.
Do you know what? I'm going to say grandstand because I want to make it sound
the
really,
grandstand?
You know, here on the David Lewis, I want to make it sound really dramatic. You know.
Absolutely. Now we'll just remember, no one look at a camera towards us because we're definitely not on a grandstand of any stage.
We may or may not be stood up. We didn't have the privilege of chairs, unfortunately.
No, I asked us to be stood up. That we definitely requested it because we in the feeling of the game.
We wanted to be right in the action, you know, to be able to probably stand and watch the action. Here we go then, Salford's possession as they're trying to cut their way through the centre.
Through here. A great takedown by Chester there.
And this is what you want to do in the first couple sets. You just want to break through the centre, and a little bit of a fumble there by one of Salford's players. Knock on, I'm afraid.
Number 12. Let me get the team sheet out. Millie.
One of your centres, one of the backs for Salford. Keep an eye on some of your backs as we'll be seeing them break at pace towards the end of the match, because typically you want to put your forwards early on in the game, and later on you want to bring your backs out, your wingers, your full backs, just to come out towards the wide angles and make a push towards the try line.
Absolutely. And I think we should also mention the whole team. We've not just got the team on the pitch, we've got the team on the sideline, and the coach, Brandon, over there, who coaches both the women's and the men's rugby union.
And what a fantastic job he's done all season, considering the size of both teams. I mean, the men's rugby union team is absolutely massive, and the job he's done this season has been so applaudable, considering the record of the Lionesses as well.
I mean, it was incredible. I believe till that semi-final where they lost, they were undefeated. Brandon had never seen a match this season where the Lionesses lost. And so they did take that one hard, but they came back. And they are pushing through here. Almost a break! Come on, Salford. We're back in Chester's half. This is where we want to be. We want to make the momentum. Keep pushing.
That was Liv Springer there towards the centre, one of the props for Salford.
There we go, Lucia Silva there, an incredibly dangerous opponent for the Chester crew.
And Chester are not giving an inch. They're feeling slightly under pressure as there's one of the centres trying to make a push forward. She's found a breakthrough. Just didn't manage to get there. Ultimately, Chester able to get bodies over the line.
Of course, with Union, you can keep going. You can keep going down. It doesn't matter. Just keep pushing forward.
And that was the hooker there of Kaylee Rowles.
The move, there's so little distance left. This could be the first try of the game and the first point scored for Varsity 2025 on the day.
There's a desperate search for Salford to find a way through.
They're making the distance on the sideline. They're doing exactly what you need to do. And hopefully they can keep breaking through.
And it has gone through! First try of the game, and it's gone to Salford.
Absolutely amazing to see from our team here. And I'm going to make a massive prediction. I think Evie Arnott's going to take the first conversion.
This is it now. This is all the pressure. Can you go 7-0 up after the first try?
Surely. First conversion made. It was made, right? What? Did no one?
I actually couldn't see from that angle.
I think it was made.
That was such a...
I think it was made. No one cheered.
Yeah, well, we got a high five, so I'm going to assume so.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that.
No one cheered for that. That was such a...
I think they're probably getting their next drink in. Obviously, we know Varsity is not really as much of a sober event. People will have lots of fun, and it will be amazing to see such incredible feeling on the side of and that's what's being there.
I do agree with you a lot. It's so brilliant because there's not just a competitive aspect where every sports society, even within their own unis, are trying to better the other, but you also see the social aspect as a little bit of a struggle there for the 7 for Salford.
Lucia breaking through. She must have beaten about 5-6 of them now.
Oh, and Lucia Silva nearly had a knock on there.
There's a break here
on the wide angle.
Incredible.
And it's only going to be the fullback to get them through. Oh, what a tackle by the fullback from Chester, just when you needed her.
If this is a line out here, we know Salford are incredibly strong with their line outs.
Critical defence there from Chester right at the very end, and that could have gone all the way, but unfortunately it wasn't for Salford to prevail.
I wouldn't worry. Statman, keep an eye. We're in Chester's half. That's where we want to be. That's where we need to be to score as many tries as we can.
Well, commentary, I suppose, is supposed to be unbiased, but technically, do we pledge allegiance to Chester at all? Or can we be totally biased?
I think
Salford?
today's Varsity, Josh. Varsity Of course we're not backing Chester. We're backing Salford for every yard they can gain, every try, every conversion they can make.
Oh, and brilliant passing there. One of the centres has found a way through. She's diving through.
So many.
Brilliant scooting there towards the centre.
It's incredible. The skill on these players, dodging through every single Chester.
Wrestling and whistling. There has been a foul, and Chester, I believe, will have to gain possession, ceded by Salford.
It is good to mention that Salford are incredibly disciplined. I don't think it will be one of many penalties given away. When we played Lancaster, Lancaster couldn't keep their heads, and Chester could. That's how they won the match. That driving force, the skill that they practice in training is really worth it.
Oh, it's fantastic, honestly. And what a kick that was as well, just to bring it back to the halfway line. And that fullback for Chester, I think so far has been fantastic. You know, just really essential in that defence towards the very end when it looks like Salford are going to get over the line. And just a bit of a kerfuffle there and a brilliant tackle from the 10.
On the centre line here.
And Salford just able to maintain it on the halfway line, nearly a knock on. Here comes the 2 then, one of the props. Kaylee Rowles there, just taking it forward for Salford through the centre. As there is just a struggle to try and get as much out as possible as the four's made a break. She's trying to find a way through.
And she's free.
To 15 to make the tackle and just nearly.
So close to making another break there, so close to another try.
Once again, the 15 just preventing a try. So the number 5's trying to make her way through. That's Holly Howitt. As we get towards the middle part of the set, we're 11 minutes into this match here, into the first half. There's a lot of kerfuffle on the right wing though, just trying to get as many bodies over the line as possible.
I'd apologise for any fruity language you guys can hear on the sideline. It won't be the last, I can guarantee that.
Unfortunately, we don't have the power to censor it out, so...
It's Varsity, guys. Of course there's going to be some language. Of course we're going to love.
To be honest, I think this is going to be the most PG it's going to get.
Absolutely. It's going to get worse after this.
And I must say, can we just appreciate the weather a little bit? Because
don't jinx it. Do not jinx it, Josh Bingham.
Do you know what?
The sun is out, and if you jinx it and it goes away.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind a bit of rain. You know, just to spice things up a little bit on the 3G. You know,
Commentators curse.
I'll do a little rain dance. You know, just add a little bit more drama.
Good kick from Chester there. But Salford have stopped the advance. They've regained possession. I'm hoping.
And we're just awaiting to see who will get possession. I believe it may go towards Chester's way. The ref is just having a bit of a deliberation with both sides. But we're 7-0 currently, 12 minutes into the first Varsity game of the day.
We're going to do our first try. It is uncontested, as we heard from Isaac before. It's unfortunate to see that there's no contested scrums, but I guarantee Salford would have wanted to.
And we are going to have our first scrum of the match. And, you know, I always find with rugby union scrums, they're so unique compared to league, really. I mean, it's so...
They kicked it back in. Of course they didn't want... Chester, of course, didn't want any contested scrums because I think they would have lost them there.
And straight away in the break, and what a tackle that is by Salford, just trying to push it back. And there's been an interception there. That was fantastic from Salford. I didn't even catch that for a minute.
Incredible.
Right now to Salford.
Here. Lucia driving through. I think we need a stat counter of how many people she's dodged and weaved through.
Lucia Silva has been fantastic on the scoot, and that's exactly why she's a halfback. It's incredible. Oh, and nearly just fumbled there by Salford and regained by Chester. She's going to be right on the touchline, the 14 here, being fought by Freya Smith.
And we can also mention we've got linos, which are players for each team, to keep it as as even as possible. Both teams have a player who's the Lions person, which is nice to see. We do see some sideline people who are just friends of players. It's nice to see on Varsity you get the full...
Oh, sorry, that was a brilliant shove by the fullback. Again, just that fullback for Chester has just been brilliant. I've not seen him make a mistake all match. Honestly, brilliant.
Absolutely. I'm going to put the mic down here because I'm feeling warm and I want some sunglasses.
Thomas Charnock, everyone. Here comes the number 3. What a tackle that is! And knocked on there by Chester. They've just managed to keep it overall. It's going to keep going towards Chester's way as they try and push it through the centre. There goes the number 17, who's trying to find a breakthrough. Salford just trying to get her down as they just get into Salford's half. And the ball hasn't really been in Salford's half much. Possession and mainly, I'd say about 60-40 towards Salford. I've just plucked that stat out of thin air. You're welcome. Thomas Charnock, welcome back. You've got sunglasses on now.
I have got sunglasses on. It's lots of fun. The sun has now gone away as soon as I put sunglasses on.
We're approaching 15 minutes here into this game. It's 40-minute halves ultimately, so quite a long one to go. Do stick around for us on Shock TV.
And we'll be on Shock Radio at 11, I believe.
Yes, of course. You'll be joined by Adam Skin and Emma Nelson in the studio, where they'll be taking you through Varsity from start to finish.
I'll be honest, it will be the first time I will be live on the radio waves for Shock.
It's about time that happened. As a second year, you've took your time, certainly. It's because you're too busy on the wrong side of history. Should I say Salford Sports TV? Sorry. I know you're offended by that.
No, it's fine, Josh. You need to come to some rugby league training and actually get beaten up for once.
Right, okay.
This man has not turned up to a training session in months.
I played 5 games out of the 10. I played half the games for Salford. I showed up when we went to Uni of Liverpool, and we got absolutely smashed on the one real grass game that we actually had. I've done my time. I've done my service.
Okay, he has actually played more games than I have then, by a mile. I've been on the team sheet for 2, where I was cam ropping and one I was actually on the bench for.
I've never met a more super sub in my life, to be fair. I have to give you credit where credit's due.
Ask the American football, they'd put me on any time.
Here's the full-back pushing on for Chester, the number 15.
Chester making moves, but Salford have been taken. Salford here are going to get on the wide. I reckon they're going to go through the right. And she's dodging through.
Oh, what a push through that is from the 13.
If she can get through here, this could be a...
That's Danny Seeger. She's just unfortunately knocked it on there, and it's back towards Chester. There's not many players there on the side. The 13, though, just trying to get the 6 as well.
6 struggling there to take them down, but I think Salford's still showing how strong of a team they are.
There's been a bit of a defensive scramble. I think on the attacking front, Salford have been fantastic, but if they can just reorganise themselves a little bit towards the defensive line, I think that this could be a much more controlled game. But ultimately, they have got the lead. They've got 7 points up. That's what matters right now. They've got the first try in.
I've also noticed we've got some sails out, which are going to be brilliant in the wind. To promote Shock TV. I mean, I think you should be doing it on the social media where people aren't actually here in person, mate.
Aaron Walkden bringing some little windbreakers for us, i.e. the Shock TV posters.
Are they going to be our little reverse sunbeds?
You know, just in case people didn't think that where we came from.
Just realised I put the headset down. I've not actually put the headset on because my hair's a bit round. I don't want to mess it up. Of course.
Rule 1 of commentary: put your headphones on. Rule 1 of radio, actually.
Put your headphones on. Sorry, I shouldn't.
And I must say, the work that's been done by the linesman and the referee as well. I mean, the ref has been so fair so far this game.
Absolutely. I mean, it's weird because there's no Finley Gaynor for me to ask about about any referee stuff.
I would never take any opinions from an Everton fan. I'll tell you that.
That's a good point. He is an Everton fan.
There you go.
Clearly got some issues there.
Oh yeah, because you're a Liverpool fan as well.
Absolutely.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, if you can hear us now, we are absolutely loving it on the sidelines here. Chester trying to make a breakthrough, but Salford stopping them at every moment.
Brilliant defensive action. Chester still trying to push through the centre, and there's a big scramble. Lots of vocalisation from the Salford side of the pitch. As we're just going through 18 minutes into this, we're nearly halfway through
Chester
the first half.
As
the number 9 for Chester just on the floor. I think she's been a bit winded there.
Hopefully
she is okay.
Here. The gameplay will still continue. If they get close enough to her, they will have to
I believe the ref. Oh, and that is a really chopping tackle there. The boots of the number 4 has just come off. Libby Bullock there. One of her boots just came off with that chopping tackle on Chester. And the ref has finally stopped play for a moment. And I believe he'll resume it once we check that the number 9 for Chester is okay. And, it is such a physical sport, Rugby Union. I don't think it gets more physical than Union, to be fair. I'd argue it is more physically demanding than League.
I'd agree with you. The ball's coming towards us. Watch out, Josh Bingham.
And it's literally just gone straight towards the Salford Sirens.
It's hit the cheerleaders. That's not good. If the first injury for Salford isn't even on the pitch, that wouldn't be great at all.
And we are starting to get a little bit of a crowd build-up. We've got
Absolutely.
the Salford.
I mean, we can't see because the sign's been placed now.
We've got the Salford Sirens at least. There's also can we appreciate the fact that there's a dog on the 3G? I mean,
excuse me,
guys, come on.
That is one of the I believe the Women's Rugby Union mascots. They have 2 dogs.
It's a mascot.
You need to come to the games and watch.
That's
incredible.
That's quality. Look at him, he's so happy.
They're teaching the cheer squad how it's done.
Sorry, I'm here to commentate rugby, but I'm just obsessed by the fact that there's a dog on the David Lewis.
Do you want to go and pet the dog?
I really want to pet the dog.
Maybe at
quite
half
frankly.
time, go over and be like, "Hey, can I pet the dog?" and ask what the name is. And you know what? Shall we give an interview with the dog after?
Oh, that's a sick idea.
That would
actually.
be amazing.
Can we make that work?
Can we do that?
Can we do an interview?
Can we
with
do
the
that,
dog?
please?
Yes, Aaron Walkden.
Dad said yes.
Aaron Walkden's nodded his head. That automatically means a win.
Sorry. Is it even recording that?
As we're 20 minutes into this first match of Varsity, of course, kicked off at 10 o'clock.
I believe we've been designated a dog cam, which is the GoPro here that I'm resting my phone on.
No way, that's dog. Oh,
That's
this is unreal, guys. Can
What
the
if
dog?
we put the?
Can we keep the dog for the entirety of
dog?
Varsity? Can it just stay on the sidelines?
Can I take it with me to pool? Oh, here we go. We see another line out won by Salford.
Oh, what a charge!
Oh,
That is
thank you
through by the 9 there. That was Josie Noble, who's just pushing her way through for Salford. Was just trying to find a way through. There's the 6, Fiona Hutchinson.
Some incredible rucks here, Uwe, to maintain the possession. Salford are so strong at that. They cannot be stopped.
It's just the way that they place their players behind, just giving loads of passing options, really. I mean, we used to call it the Chicago tactic.
The Chicago. Oh, I was terrible at remembering all of our different movements, but it is lots of fun when
And
you
you
can
can
perform a play correctly.
And you can't see, but I'll just I'll describe. I'll give you a picture. The Salford Sirens currently prepping on the sidelines for their cheer routine, and it has been. You know, again, they're bringing the energy, I think. We need that
Absolutely.
this morning because I feel like Varsity always starts off so quiet with just a couple, you know, your main teams, and, you know, ultimately I think our Lionesses need a bit of support on the sidelines, and they're certainly bringing the energy as well. 21 minutes into the first match of Varsity. You can find it all on Shock TV, Shock Radio, Shock Sport and Keys as well. We'll be kicking off at 11 o'clock with Adam Skin and Emma Nelson in the studio.
Another line out won by Salford. They're undefeated in the line out.
Oh wow, what a kick that was.
I'd keep telling you, Evie Arnott, the foot that she's got.
That was
cannot be
brilliant.
stopped.
The captain there for the Salford Lionesses, and it got brought right all the way to the halfway line. That was a fantastic kick. As it is still Salford 7, Chester 0. The search for a try is on. We got our first try about 7 minutes into this match, and we're looking for a second here. It could go to Chester, or it could go to Salford as well. Salford, of course, looking to make it 2 Women's Rugby League wins.
Oh my God, they break through here.
They made a breakthrough, and it's going right to the edge,
going.
and again the 15 just stopping it. That's her fourth. That's her fourth tackle that she's made from 3/4 in the match.
15, about 50% chance she takes you down on that corner there.
3/4 into the pitch, and she's made at least 5 tackles
Incredible.
towards
there.
that end. Every time that Salford have a break on that right wing, she's just been there to make the stop. As the
Some
6
good
still
spins
pushing on.
here to try and get past those Chester line. Chester line isn't being as wide on the side as Salford is.
Such tenacity from
see-
Fiona Hutchinson there, our number 6.
Incredible there, and I think you can see here that they may have just given Uwe a penalty, but they keep look at the formation of Salford. They know what they're doing. They've clearly trained every Monday back to back.
Great tackle that was by Kaylee Rouse as well. Really physical battle that was, as one of the Chester players just charged towards her. And this is the thing, what you want, I mentioned this before, but you want to use some of your forwards right at the very start of play, just to act as a battering ram to get through that centre before you then start to use your backs when your front players are starting to flag. And we will see a lot of these backs, your wingers, your centres, who we haven't really seen much this game. They'll start to come into play towards the end of the game when everyone's getting a bit tired, fatigue is setting in. But ultimately, right now, it's a forwards game. And honestly, some of the tackles that we've seen so far, brutal, fantastic, honestly. And it is a real testament to just how physically capable all these players are.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said before, rugby union, it's one of the possibly the most physical game you can play for the uni here.
I would argue,
And,
yes.
I applaud every single player for stepping on that pitch.
It's not easy at all because it's such a long game as well. And
Another line-out won by Salford. They cannot be stopped on the line-outs here.
Oh, and a little bit of a fumble there by Salford. That could be a knock-on potentially, and I believe it is, so it's going to go straight to Chester. Unfortunately, after that line-out, they're not going to be able to see the benefits of it.
Unfortunate to see there, because we saw in the Lancaster game, they were so disciplined. They gave away so little penalties. But here today, maybe it's the Varsity, maybe it's the big crowd, maybe it's the emotions of being the last game for some of them.
It is, well, it is the last game of the season. For many, for some, it's the last game ever. And Varsity is the one that ultimately means the most. It doesn't really matter how well you do throughout the season. Ultimately, whether you've had a good season or a bad season, just pushing through there. Chester nearly fumbled that and allowed Salford to intercept. The 12 pushing forward. Yeah, it doesn't matter, as I say. Always there's been a little bit of a break.
Pushing on the side.
So that was the number 13 there, Danny Seeger.
It just didn't quite go wide enough, but they're going to give it another try. A lot of shirt pulling.
Just pushing there, Millie Lewis.
Of course, as some people may not know, it is allowed as long as you're not grabbing around the neck of the shirt.
Anything around the shoulder region is where we start to get to penalisation. There goes the number 8 pushing through there. That's Holly Walker, the vice captain of the squad today.
Such a strong player there.
And I'm looking forward really to when the second half does come around. We're 25 minutes in, but it'll be interesting to see the sub plays that we're going to see Salford using ultimately. As the 10 resetting play, that's Evie Arnott, our captain, of course. And as you say, with an unreal boot on her, because that kick that she did earlier was fantastic.
Absolutely. Even if they're the furthest out conversion to make, Evie Arnott, if anyone can make it, she can.
So ultimately, I mean, who do you think really, out of the Salford players, who has been your standout player? Because I think there's been a couple standouts, and it's still very early days. But I want to just get your perspective, Thomas.
I mean, I have watched quite a few of the games this season. Obviously, Lucia, you heard us talk about her before.
Of course, yes.
An incredibly strong player. She's the one who will squeeze through the line, and you won't see her coming and score those tries.
One of our flankers, of course, Lucia Silva. You'll find her with the number 7 shirt.
Absolutely. You've seen Evie Arnott. We're making another break for it.
Oh, and there was a bit of a scrabble there. No one could really get their hands on the ball. Bit of butterfingers as the number 12 is pushing through. That's Millie Lewis. She's just trying to find a way through the wide side. She's pushing through. And she might be able to get the way through. And she's just been stopped at the very end by Chester.
One more push.
Right on the try line. It's getting right towards the end.
It's got to be. Just get...
Liv Springett there just trying to find a way through. They're using all of their biggest players as possible to try and find a way through onto the try line.
It's held there, unfortunately, which means it's given possession back to Chester. Chester incredibly skilled there to keep the ball off the ground.
But ultimately, credit to Salford, because what they're wanting to do is tire out Chester towards the very early stages of the game and get them feeling like they're on the back foot. Put the pressure on.
Well, they are. They're in their try line, mate.
Exactly.
Of course they're on the back foot. But Salford aren't going to give them a second.
So passionate. Oh, it's...
They're not going to give them a second break. They're going to keep pushing.
Pure passion from Thomas Charnock with some of the most stylish sunglasses I've ever seen in my life. The Ray-Bans. Oh, look at him here. What a posh guy, eh? Oh, I'm loving it. The Ferrari logo. No way. Sorry.
Yeah, got some nice
quick sunglasses break as we wait for the scrum to go underway. Our third scrum of the match, of course.
Another uncontested scrum, unfortunately, but...
And just to give you a quick look at some of the sport we've got going on, we've got men's rugby union coming straight after this. In terms of the 3G, American football towards the afternoon. We'll have women's football. For them, we have men's football, and I believe that'll be it for the day on the 3G.
A breakthrough here!
As number 15!
She can make it!
It might be a try!
And it's going to go through! Another one there!
12-0, Alice Masters. The fullback there, we haven't seen her have possession much this game, but just when she got an opportunity, she found a way on the left wing. Chester left exposed, and they were looking for that for a good 10 minutes there, just continuously pushing on. Chester looked tired, they looked on the back foot, and Salford capitalised. 12-0.
Absolutely incredible here.
And
if you stay there, you'll get the conversion. They'll just kick it straight there.
Alice Masters there with her first try of the game. And on a day like Varsity, it means everything. Evie Arnott then, our captain, to take the conversion.
If anyone can make this kick, Evie Arnott can.
And it is a really difficult angle here as well.
Oh, incredible. If it was if it was a yard or two further, it wouldn't even be on the pitch.
This could be an opportunity. Evie Arnott here to make it 2 out of 2 conversions. You could cut to tension with a butter knife. No, not to be. Not to be.
It was close.
1 out of 2, unfortunately. But credit, we did say that was a tough angle, and she
it's
gave it a
nice-
really good
it's
go
nice to see.
there.
It's very lonely when you're alone for that conversion. But actually, do you know who brought her the tea? It was her girlfriend, which is nice to see. Every single game, her girlfriend brings her the tea. It's really nice to see that there and see the whole passion of the Salford team.
Sorry, we're getting paparazzi there by the SU.
Yes, you guys. You got to pay for our pictures.
Guys, I'm
Excuse
focusing.
me.
I'm trying to commentate, and I'm getting. I can't handle all the media.
We've both got the logo, and I've got my Salford sports shirt. You've got your Shock lanyard. Where's the Shock jumper?
Oh, the shock jumper. Well, I'm afraid I kind of forgot to do a wash last night, so I wasn't able to get my Shock TV hoodie.
If you didn't need more of a reminder that we're uni students, that gives it to you there. Here we go.
Well, I didn't fancy a 2 a.m. wash at Peel Park
Fidelia's
Quarter.
pushing on the side, beating about 3-4 of them. Goes down but maintains possession. That's all you need to do with rugby union. Keep the possession, keep pushing forward, keep breaking through. Lucia Silva, incredibly dangerous here.
Well, you said that she was dangerous and that she could do really well at scooting, and once again bringing it to the halfway line. There's the number 9. The number 8 is finding a way through. It's Holly Walker, the vice captain. She's pushing all the way.
15.
15's going to tackle her just at the end there, and once again on the 3/4 line, it is a 6th tackle for the number 15 for Chester, by far the standout player. Here's Lucia Silva just trying to find a way through.
But Salford here, they're making every single ruck perfectly. They're maintaining the possession. They're going to keep pushing.
I couldn't have said that any better if I tried, Thomas. Holly Howitt just trying to push her way through. Chester bringing loads of bodies towards the line, and so just trying to push each other like a battering ram over towards the further into the end of Chester. Here's the number 4 then, Libby Bullock.
Fidelia.
The very person who we saw boot came off.
Oh, really?
After a tackle previously. It was a chopping tackle, I
Double
must
knot,
say.
guys. Come on, double knot.
Danny Seeger, we've saw her have the ball a few times. Freya Smith there, just getting tackled. Unfortunately, she was just able to maintain possession. The number 12 trying to find a way through. Chester there, able to make the shot.
It's going to be held here. She's holding her off the ground.
And
what are you supposed to do?
The number 10 doing a really good job there. One of the half-backs for Chester, the fly half, of course.
Possession has been given over to Chester. They did keep it held.
We are 31 minutes into this game. The first half soon coming to the close. And as we get really to the halfway point of this match, it's certainly been a close tie. I think both sides have shown some prowess in some ways, but ultimately the Lionesses have just had the edge over
Can
Chester.
I remind you of the scoreline, John Bingham?
Well, if you really think about it, 12-0. Yeah,
It is only 2 tries and a conversion, but it's still incredible to see from our Lionesses here. Here we see another uncontested scrum.
4th scrum of the match.
Going Chester's way, of course, because it was uncontested.
And I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Salford have had a scrum in their favour. Each time it has gone to Chester. The number 10 just pushing beautifully through there, despite the pressure from the Lionesses. Here's the number 7 just trying to find her way through, chopped away by Salford.
Can I ask, what are you actually hearing through the headphones? Because I've not had a use for them yet. But then again, that's probably because I've not put them on.
I'm hearing my crisp and beautiful voice, thank you very much. And I'm also hearing yours as well.
Is it too loud? I should probably check.
No, I can...
Oh, this is weird.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I can hear my own voice.
Ah, there you go. Look at
I
that.
apologise for anyone listening or watching having to hear my voice.
Yeah, you can also hear my voice now in, like... in 4K.
I believe
Probably
the
not
dog
4K.
cam is being prepped.
I really
I'm so
over-exaggerated
excited.
that. We are a university.
And potentially we could even turn it into a crowd cam in half time. Maybe. I'm getting nods.
I still am pushing for the dog cam. Please make it happen, Aaron Walkden. Thank you.
Absolutely. I want the dog to go on at half time and do the show.
I think he's
instead of
working
the
on
cheer.
that as of right now. I can't see the dog at the moment, but the dog, he or she, is what is motivating me right now.
They are so fluffy.
So early in the morning. I've got 2 Red Bulls in my bag. I'm going to be here on the 3G pretty much all day.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah,
I might come and join you at the end of American football if I can.
Please do. Do you know what?
I am playing pool and darts, which ends at 3.
I reckon you watch the American football instead.
I'm actually playing.
And you can hear my beautiful commentary.
I might have to play it whilst I'm playing pool. That's
Also,
what's going to get me through.
Please do stick around for the men's football as well.
Ooh, what time's that?
I believe that is in the evening, about 6 o'clock.
Ooh, that'll be brilliant.
When the sun will start to fall.
I am also very proud of our camera team here because when the sun starts to set, I know as someone who films on the other side of the pitch, it's incredibly hard to get some nice camera angles and focus it and get the lighting right.
Oh, the camera crew have
setting.
done fantastic, and just a real credit to all of Shock Radio and TV, because the work that they've done to set this up today. I know that they've been working tirelessly the past few days, and the 3G...
Ooh, I believe this is an uncontested scrum for Salford here.
Oh, it's about time that happened, didn't it? Here's the number 12 then, Millie Lewis, just pushing her way through. Chopping tackle from the 13, just Salford trying to get through it quickly. Is intercepted by Chester.
Eviano straight there, going to push them.
Chester getting it on the halfway line. That's exactly what they needed as we get towards 5 minutes to go until the end of the first half.
Salford have taken possession back over here. Incredible to see.
We're getting paparazzi'd again, this time by our head of online, Josh Reed.
Oh my God, what are you doing, man?
I can't handle all the media attention. I'm going to start blushing in a minute.
I'm already blushing. Can you see my red face? Oh, the photographer's gone out as well. We've got SU on
one of the photographers there.
In front. We've got the team photographer, I believe, in front of her, and Shock on the side here. And of course, you're hearing our brilliant voices.
Oh, and the atmosphere is really ramping up now. This is exactly what we want to see at Varsity.
I think a player's gone down. I can't see what side they're on.
Unfortunately, the swarming crowd of people on the bench is blocking our view.
Guys, come on, stop supporting your team and let us watch. What are you doing? You're in the way.
It's just been fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of alcohol already on the 3G. I think this is...
I'm not seeing any. I don't know what you're talking about.
Has this been risk assessed?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Josh Bingham. There is no... as we all know, there is no alcohol allowed.
I'm a journo. I don't know what a risk assessment is, quite frankly.
Too true there.
Sorry, BATARP students.
I feel bad for them, I'll be honest. Another uncontested scrum for Salford. Obviously, hopefully won. It's taken a while.
We're 36 minutes into this match. First half coming to a close. Over to you, Salford. 12-0 currently against Chester. Chester looking for that first try. And there's a push forward. And the ref has just blown the whistle there. And it looked like they were gaining such momentum there on the right wing. And I believe it may have been a forward pass. Liv did field there, just on the right wing. The first time we've really seen one of our wingers come into play, because we haven't really seen the wingers be used that much, but that's what you expect. I was saying, the first half is all about utilising your forwards. You bring your wingers, your fullbacks, your halfbacks more into the game towards the latter end of the match.
I'm looking for the second half where Lucia Silva cuts through the team.
I can't.
As everyone drops their heads and gets a bit more tired.
I can't wait to see some of the subs come on as well. See the tactics really change. You know, you're going into you finish that first half, and the coaches are reflecting really on what the first half has been and the performances of some players, and seeing things shift around a little bit. You know, experimentation, you would say.
Absolutely. The training that they do is not crazy intense, but very smart. Brandon makes sure they know all the rules perfectly, so there's no confusion on the pitch.
Fantastic tackle there by Salford.
Give away as little penalties as possible.
And the number 12 there just being stopped right on the 3/4 line. And I think this is the most pressure we've seen Salford come under by Chester in ages. Oh, and the GoPro's working. Oh, that's so lovely.
Please go dog cam.
Well done, Aaron. Well done.
Please.
I must apologise. This is going to be the most off-topic the commentary's going to get all day, as we're very much on the... Oh, dog cam!
Dog cam! Dog cam! There's a dog cam.
Can we get the dog cam?
Oh my God, there's a dog cam.
Oh my word, this is so crisp. I love it.
I'm missing the dog so much away at uni. Gigi, if you can hear me, I'm missing you lots.
That is absolute limbs. We love that. Dog cam there. Thank you, Aaron Walkden. That's really just cleansed my soul.
Incredible. I don't know if you got to see that too much, but there's a player I think going off.
And we're seeing a substitution.
By dog cam.
Oh, the number 21 will be coming on. Frankie Mannion potentially, maybe getting her first appearance of Varsity for Salford. And just, I guess, you know, a look for into this match so far for Chester this season. They're still yet to score a try against Salford.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I'd be very happy if Chester don't score a try.
I'm trying to sound as unbiased as possible.
You're wearing Shock Radio, and I'm wearing Salford Sports TV. I think I might be biased to Salford, but that's just me.
I do feel pressured to be biased because I've got a Salford SU person to my left who's giving me the side eye at the moment.
We will be expelled from the uni if we say anything.
I'm just going to block my vision a little bit and try and be the journalist that I am and be as unbiased as possible. But ultimately, I think Chester have really
a powerful kick here.
Wow, that was fantastic. Evie Arnold again. It's going to get recovered by the fullback for Chester as she pushes through.
Flawless catch there. It's incredibly hard to predict where that ball's going to go, especially after it bounces.
By far, the number 15 for Chester has been one of my players of the matches, really, because
For Chester, though. For Chester.
Yeah, if we're giving some credit to Chester,
We give no credit.
I don't want you to.
If you are not pushing through here, the whole team's got her back.
This is
Can't
brilliant.
Keep dodging.
The first half coming to a close shortly, and they're pushing through on the right wing.
She's got it!
She's
got
gone
it!
through! She's going through!
driving
Lifted
through.
field! She's going
going
right
for
to the end!
Another try!
Try
beneath the post! Incredible here!
Unbelievable!
Another try made! What's the score?
17-0!
Oh my god, incredible there! You can see the whole team congratulating
And
her.
I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat.
Me too! I do apologise if you...
40 minutes into this match, the first half coming to a close, and Salford have finished it off with a third try of the match.
Absolutely incredible from
Lifted
Salford
field.
here.
We've been waiting for one of the wingers to come into play, and right there on the right wing, she got it through on the end. Over to you.
Are you ready
Rihanna.
though? Do you see
This
what's
looks
about to happen?
this looks
Another
like a-
conversion. It's perfectly placed.
Surely.
If you are not.
Through the
If anything,
centre.
The pressure's worse because it's so square on.
onto you.
Chester team trying to throw her off.
Over to you, Eviana.
Yes, Eviana! Incredible!
Calm as you like.
No, say 19-0.
Salford 19, Chester 0.
19-0. Oh my God!
What a first half for Salford.
You can see Tegan here on the side, who's lino at the moment.
And an
She's giving it-
absolutely perfect match so far for Salford.
Clean
Chester
sheet.
72-0 was the result back in December 11th. And here today, it's currently Salford 19, Chester 0. Yes,
But
of
it's nice
course,
to see-
Isaac Williams in the number 22 shirt. One of the substitutions there for Salford.
There's another number 9's coming on.
That is Josie Noble, who of course we saw throughout the match. The scrum half, of course.
Hello. Finley Gaynor is here. The referee himself, Finn. Have you seen any of it? I don't know, but tell me, how is the ref doing so far?
To be fair, I haven't seen a lot of it, but from what I've seen, he's doing fantastic. Listen, great half time. I mean, that's just what I've got here, really. But listen, how's the game going? 19-0, I've heard.
19-0 indeed.
19-0,
It's
two
incredible.
conversions out of 3 for the captain.
Yeah.
I mean, Finley, just a quick one on what do you reckon is going to be the score by the end of the match? I want to hear your score predictions. As a little pundit for us.
A little pundit. Score predictions. Well, if it's 19 now, I'll tell you what, I can only see it going one way. And that is an absolute Salford battering. I can't even see Chester scoring, to be completely honest. So I'll go for a 36-0. Why not? Score another 19 in the second half, ladies.
That is a scintillating score. I'd love to see, mate.
Stevie Arnott told us about the 100-0 that she was aiming for.
I was not. No, I was not. Why is that? Is that the goal? Is it?
That's the goal. I'm going to support that goal. I think they've got it in them.
Well, right. I'll leave you to it, lads. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for that,
Salford
mate.
Sports' very own Finley Gaynor here on the pitch.
Making his only shock sport appearance of the year, of course.
Another
But
uncontested scrum being
I would
pressed
say
here.
better late than never.
Absolutely. Another uncontested scrum coming here.
I'm telling you, it's like
if they
Avengers
were-
Assemble, genuinely.
Chester have taken it. It's a nice time to see everyone come together. Obviously, we've got Keys TV, we've got Salford Sports, and we've also got some people called Shock, apparently. But
I heard we were
You
the
took a
biggest
nudge
society in the
earlier.
SU, and we've actually got double your
I
membership,
believe
so
you're
yes!
you're the biggest radio in the student radio in Manchester.
The sound of Salford, I heard.
Yeah, not quite good enough to be Northwest.
Manchester's
but
biggest student radio
Manchester.
station, some may say. I don't know, I'm just plucking out Imogen that I hear every day.
We are, of course, a media uni, which means we do have a lot more capability than. There you go.
We've
It's on
literally
a
got it
sign
on a s-
next to me.
It's on a
It's on a
sign, which
sign.
means it's real.
Absolutely. It must be true.
And
If it's
I
on a
know you
sign, it
say
must
I
be
know you
true.
say that we're a media uni. Technically, I'm gonna really throw you off here. Technically, we're actually a medical university.
Saying that, as the
We've
school
actually-
rep for creative technology, I would beg to differ.
Well, we've
Yes,
actu-
there may be more numbers in that.
Yeah, there are more numbers.
Nursing, I think, is potentially the biggest course in the uni.
Frederick Road. Yeah, nursing is. Frederick Road is actually the most populated.
A line out
Campus.
here now. Let's stop talking about Salford. Let's talk about the Salford Lionesses.
We're just painting you a picture here. Holly Walker just putting the pressure on one of our vice captains for the squad today. Not many substitutions, although we have seen one. Isaac Williams, the number 22 shirt, coming on for Salford. As for Chester, I have not seen any substitutions being made, but I could be wrong. I could be blind. I could be daft.
Oh, we've got radios working.
We've
I'm
got
gonna have so
we've got
much fun.
walkie-talkies, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got walkie-talkies.
This is student
We've
radio
got
at its
dog cam,
finest.
and we've got the incredible Women's Salford Rugby Union.
You know that
playing on the pitch.
you know that it's student radio when you're getting really excited over working walkie-talkies.
Salford have won that on
Limbs,
good
absolute
distance
limbs. Here's number 10 then.
Is that Pebbles? Number 16? Is number 16 Pebbles?
I believe that is Pebbles.
See, I'm already remembering some of the names.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
a lot easier, it turns out.
Well,
when
you've had
don't
it.
have
You've
to
had
camera off at the
experience.
same
You've
time.
actually commentated on the Lionesses. This is my first time. I've never actually commentated on Women's Rugby Union. I've wanted to for a very long time. I wanted to commentate on rugby, and I've just never really had the opportunity. But finally, we're getting the opportunity. Here's Chester pushing towards Salford's own half.
There's always an open invite for you to come on Salford Sports. Don't you worry.
Do you know what? I probably will a few times. I've already made my appearance.
You've been on the basketball, I believe.
Yeah, when we travelled to the
Salford
deepest
making some distance here. I can't see because of the crowd.
the deepest ends of Greater Manchester we went to Stretford. Here's the number 2 pushing forward, our hooker, Kaylee Rowles.
Incredible to see the drive from Salford here. I'm happy if we don't see anything because it means
One
we're
of
in
the
their
props,
half.
pushing forward with pace here, and the forwards still bringing so much energy. Considering we're about 44 minutes into this match, I know we had a quick break during half-time, but it's such physical pressure. Evie Arnott there, getting snapped underneath. And we're just looking to see if potentially there is a try on the cards. We've not seen a try on this half. Chester looking slightly exposed there, and it was a
that
great
Teagan there,
tackle by the number 13. Chester there.
Making
just
movement. It might be another one. It might be another try from Salford.
Oh, and it's just narrowly missed out. We're just on the try line here. Chester
Don't
under
you
so much
worry.
pressure. What a pass
We're
that
gonna
is
keep
towards
driving.
the end. The number 12 trying to find a way
And it's
forward.
another
Millie
try
Lewis.
given.
And it's
Incredible. Incredible to
and
see.
it's yet
from
another
Salford.
try for Salford. 24-0.
24-0.
We waited for a try on that side of the pitch, and we finally got it. Chester weren't able to deliver, but Salford certainly were.
Hey, incredible to see here, and it may be quite far out for a conversion, but I wouldn't worry. We have got medical running on. Believe it's Chester's side. It's hard, and it's sad to see any team get injured. I'm a bit confused. There's a Salford player over with Chester right now. What's happening?
I think just a bit of consolidation there from our number 15, the fullback, of course, Alice Masters, who we saw score a try in the first half, the second try of the game.
Our coach is on there.
And they're
Byron,
just-
incredible coach. He used to play for Men's Rugby Union as well.
And I'm just
when
in
he was
debate whether we have called that wrong and that was actually a try, or maybe perhaps that was a
was a try,
penalty.
wasn't
It may have been. I'm waiting for a conversion kick. If not, then we may have
I
to
can't see.
deduct.
Where's Evie Arnott? Oh, she is. She's just so far left you can't see it.
There you go. Yeah, that was a
conversion.
conversion. Yeah,
But unfortunately, it wasn't made. So the score will remain 24-0.
you can tell that we're brilliant commentators, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. When you don't even know who's on the pitch and you're like,
Aaron Walkden, I'm sorry. Would you like to do this? It's not very easy. You know, considering the angle that we've got. We've not necessarily got a gantry. We've got a desk in the middle of the David Lewis, and yeah, that's about it. I've got a notebook just of the team sheet. Yeah, this has been really.
sunglasses are coming off.
This is absolute limbs. This is student radio at its finest. Sorry, student TV, I should say.
We are going
Technically.
to be, I believe, live on the radio and TV in about 3 minutes, which is scaring me because apparently if we stop talking for too long, music will play.
Oh, you see the emergency tape?
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
told about the emergency tape in the one meeting in prep that I was invited to. We were told if you stop talking for about 15 seconds, the music will play.
Well, we best keep
Are we
talking then.
retaking
If
the
we really
line
have to
out?
get on to what
Hang on, we're really taking the line out. I don't know why. Come
There's
on,
the conversion.
Eviana. Not quite made.
Just
but
missed.
Tell you what, impossible shot from there.
That
really.
was a difficult conversion kick for Evie Arnott, but she gave it a really good effort. Just unfortunately went off too short, and it's Salford 24, Chester 0, and we're still waiting for Chester to get their first try of the game. And so far this season, I can confirm, if I do the maths in my head correctly, that the overall score of all games combined, including Varsity today, so far this season, it's Salford 96, Chester 0.
Wow.
96 points for Salford.
I'll take that.
No points for Chester. They're yet to score a single point against
Well,
Salford
hey.
this season. A difficult one for Chester Women's Rugby Union.
We know what they're aiming for. We know they want the 100-0, and it's a bit far off.
I know.
It could happen.
And all credit to Chester. I mean, I am really giving them the benefit of the doubt because they are the away team this year, and it's so difficult to come onto away soil. And when you've got such passion from home fans, and Salford really do know how to bring the passion at home.
Oh, absolutely. Salford here are a strong side, and supporters. I mean, we saw last year we were, as you mentioned, playing away, but we still took home the victory.
Exactly, and it's just it's fantastic. I mean, the record of the Lionesses so far this season has been fantastic. 80% win rate at home as we're awaiting just 1 minute to go until we go live on Shock TV. Adam Skin and Emma Nelson will be taking you through the entire day.
Even running through there, taking threes to stop her.
So do stick around.
Rug, but I think
for
we're going to
that.
lose. No, we've still got it.
48 minutes into this match.
It wasn't released properly, so Chester have taken it. I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Hold on.
As Thomas Charnock. I can't believe I just done that. Sorry. I can't believe I just said Thomas Sharp. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Here's the number 12 for Chester, just pushing through. Great pressure from Salford, who managed to regain possession. And we've just got Lucia Silva pushing forward on the touchline, just trying to keep it within range. Onto the number 8 there. That's Holly Walker, the vice-captain, pushing through in the centre. She's still got it going. And Salford have been doing brilliant to maintain possession despite the pressure from Chester.
Even if you can keep driving forward, as long as you get that extra few yards, that's all you need.
Here's the number 7, Lucia Silva, once again pushing through, and she's been crucial so far in this second half.
Pebbles
the number
here,
16 pushing
wing.
forward. Pebbles, of course, one of the substitutions. She's still going forward, and she's just got tugged on the shirt and nearly a knock on there by Salford, but it's nearly intercepted by the 10 for Chester.
Unfortunately, we lost the momentum there. Chester weren't getting back in time. That could have been another chance for another breakthrough, and of course, another try.
Intercepted by the number 10 for Chester there. Possession will be ceded from Salford, unfortunately.
Oh, another injury, unfortunately.
And that is the number 10. And I did just mention she managed to make a crucial interception, which caused a knock-on. And
what's our camera up doing? Where are you going?
Charlie Parks is appearing to go rogue at the moment. This is brilliant. We've just gone on to 11 o'clock as
you know
well.
That's the one we're using?
I'm unaware at the moment. I think he's just... Look, there we go. Well done, Charlie Parks.
Where's the radio? Does this one work? That one.
And we are 50 minutes into this match.
Don't worry, as long as you don't get the injury.
And we're just awaiting for confirmation that the number 10 is okay.
I'm very happy I got to choose the walkie-talkie.
One of the half-backs for Chester. And a round of applause there from Salford, and that is really good
I
sportsmanship.
don't know if that's security or police coming. Obviously, nothing's gone down badly at all. Just to ensure safety of both sides. And
we've got a lot of
supporters.
men's rugby union players now appearing on the David Lewis Sports Field.
Absolutely, and some players now coming in kit, of course, being prepped for their match later.
We'll be seeing them shortly after.
Or when does that match start?
That'll be just shortly after this, actually, around about 11:30, I believe.
Rugby
11:45. Just towards noon.
Just towards noon. I've not heard people say noon before in a while.
Well, you hear him. I mean, considering the fact that I'm commoners out, I'm going to use it. I'm going to sound quite posh actually on the commentary front.
We're not Southerners, don't worry.
Yeah, no,
I promise.
I'm quite the opposite. Here's the number 12 then pushing forward, Millie Lewis on the right wing. The number 14 there as well. That's Liv Didfield, who we of course saw.
Liv doing her masters here. She couldn't
Ditchfield, I
leave
believe. I've been saying that wrong. I do apologise.
She couldn't leave after third year. She decided to stay on for another year.
Liv
Joked about potentially doing a PhD, and they won't be able to ever get rid of her.
Liv Ditchfield, just pushing through. Here's the number 2 as well, Kaylee Rowles. I believe I've been saying that wrong.
Who?
Liv Didfield. It was Ditchfield. Yeah, my spelling may have been wrong though, unfortunately.
Because we can see here a potential another try from
and
Salford.
It's going to go right onto the edge. She's got it in.
Yes, another try from Salford. What's that score?
That is 29-0 here at Salford. And it could not get any better at home here for the Lionesses. Chester still yet to find a response. And Salford just keep chipping away at the wall of Chester.
Absolutely. Such a strong team. And
5th try of the game.
did we see where that went down? There's a good chance here for a conversion.
Evie Arnott here, her 5th conversion kick. So far it's been 2 out of 4, 50% conversion rate. And it's straight through the centre again, and it's going to look to be a bullet conversion. As we just await 52 minutes into this match. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm Josh Bingham, joining me Thomas Charnock. We're going to be taking you all the way through this match here. It's Salford Lionesses Rugby Union versus Chester University, and it's gone straight through. And it's another 2 points on for Salford. They've cracked the 30 mark, 31-0. I believe this was Finlay Gaynor's prediction.
He said 31-0. Well, I think we can keep going. I think we can keep driving and hopefully get at least a 50. I'm saying 50.
We've got some of the men's rugby union people appearing now. They'll be looking to bring the energy, of course, on the sidelines and prep for their match, which will be coming shortly after this, of course.
But just real quick, what's better, league or union?
League, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't convince me that union's better than league. But you know, I can appreciate union. I do enjoy a bit of rugby union, but as a person from St Helens, I kind of have to back league because that's all we have.
Well, I actually started playing union at high school, and then.
So I heard the origin story. I know
the origin story.
I know the Thomas Charnock origin story.
What's the Josh Bingham origin story? St Helens.
A young lad who grew up playing for Haydock Rugby Club from age 6. That was my origin story.
Wow.
Blackbrook born, Haydock raised. Scouse blood in my veins.
Scouse blood in your veins, brilliant to hear.
And on the right side of the Scousers as well, because I'm not Finlay Gaynor, who's an Evertonian.
Yeah,
I'm a Liverpool fan, actually.
I'm on the correct side as well. I'm a Liverpudlian.
Good lad.
All the way.
Liverpudlian. I don't hear people using Liverpudlian. It's just Scouser. I mean, that's the right way of.
Well, I don't really sound very Scouse, do I?
Yeah,
so
I mean, there's a clear contrast between both commentators here.
Definitely.
The grandstand. Are we still calling it a grandstand? Is that
it's
fair
absolutely
to say?
the grandstand. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll go with that. You know, just make it sound even more dramatic. You know, it is TV after all. Everything's a bit over dramatised.
Absolutely. But it's okay because there's a little horn coming out.
We've got horns.
On the Chester side.
Let's hope we don't. Can we make sure we don't startle the dog? I'm a bit worried about our mascot. If you didn't catch the dog cam earlier, then please do watch back on that.
Should we get dog cam? Can we get dog cam?
I kind of want dog cam again.
Can we get dog cam?
Please, Aaron Walkden's on the case. Here we
cam.
go. This is brilliant. As we wait for play to resume. This is brilliant improvisation here. Look at this.
Salford won that uncontested scrum there. And Evie Arnott with
another brilliant kick, bringing it right over to the halfway line.
I think her kicks are getting stronger as the scoreline goes up.
And she is brilliant for just making that yardage ultimately. At the end of the day, pushing
strong.
Forward there. Here come Chester. As they're just trying to find their way through the centre, looking for that first try, which they've just not managed to get so far.
Chester trying to push through there, being stopped by Salford, but they keep moving a few yards.
As we're just
Isaac there, I think, got one of their first tackles in.
Isaac Williams. We've not managed to see them, unfortunately, for majority of the match, but they're starting to get that opportunity, of course, being one of the backs.
An incredible player, and also boxer. An incredible boxer as well. I would not.
And I've just got the really sad news that Dogcam will not be appearing.
He's
so
too far away.
Sorry to get your hopes up.
What if you ask the dogs to come closer? There's a great kick from Salford here. Chester scrambling to try and get their hands on the ball to stop.
Salford is trying to push forward. We're just looking towards the right wing. And it's not been able to come to Salford's way. Chester just managing to save it at the end. I believe it was the fullback once again, the number 15 for Chester.
Josh, if it goes any further that way, one of us is going to have to go the other shoulders so we can see. Might have to get the cheer squad to
Yeah, you might have to. You might actually have to get me on your shoulders. You're quite a tall fella.
Do you want to go on my shoulders so you can see? It would be funny for a picture.
Yeah, I mean, there's no risk assessments at all, so it'll work. Go on then.
Salford trying to get there, not quite. I can't. Do I actually want to go on my shoulders?
I might actually. I think jumping's not.
I could just about see.
I might have to do a tactical manoeuvre around the, around the fencing of the 3G.
If you borrow a crash pad from the rugby, they might let you jump over. Trying to poke my head out. Josh is wandering around. I'm sorry to leave you viewers for a second.
Look at this. I'm on pitch side now. Here we go.
How's it going? You're so far away from me now.
I can't hear my beautiful voice. It's really frustrating me.
The funniest thing is the players now move, so you don't need to be there. But
Unbelievable.
Like,
hello.
Pebbles moving. Verdini is making a move on the
It's going to be it now, the number 1, and it's gone in.
Another try.
Try for Salford.
Incredible. Josh Bingham.
36-0. Unbelievable. 36-0 for Salford.
36-0. Incredible.
Chester desperately
scoreline
scrambling
to
for that
see
first
now.
try, but unfortunately it's not able to come to fruition.
I also apologise for any headphone users because I don't know how bad my audio peaks when I'm shouting, but it's incredible to see this performance
I think
from Salford.
your audio was fine. Do not worry, Thomas Charnock.
Thank you, Josh. You're too nice. Literally will keep coming back and annoying you for the whole day now. I apologise.
Oh, do you know what? If there's going to
me.
be anyone who does that, I don't mind it if it's you.
If I bring you a not beer at some point.
Yeah, have you heard the story?
Story?
I actually can't drink.
Wait, what?
I gave up alcohol for Lent. Yeah, I know. What a silly decision, by the way, because I'm 22 days in. Yes, I am counting the days. That's how bad it's getting. What a conversion kick, by the way. From Evie Arnott.
I'm still gobsmacked about you giving it up for Len.
That's 4 out of 6 conversions for Evie Arnott there, and a really good conversion rate ultimately. And considering some of the angles she's had to take them kicks, it's been fantastic.
Absolutely.
Salford 38, Chester 0. 58 minutes into this game. Thomas Charnock, who stood out for you ultimately?
Oh, Evie Arnott, that incredible golden left.
I'm sensing a little bit of bias here because you've been gassing up Evie Arnott all game. I've heard it.
Yeah, because I've been watching the team.
Oh.
I will shout them out. Salford Sports TV, you can watch so much of our content of all the sports teams.
Oh, this surely can't be allowed. Oh, come on.
And you can watch the interviews that we've had with their players.
I know we're working with...
interviewed them. We've seen them on training.
You're pushing it here, fella. You are pushing it. Over to you, Salford. Here's number 14 then. Liv Ditchfield. I'll actually pronounce the name right this time. Here we go. That's a little bit better.
Number 9's got it. Number 9 is...
Josie Noble just pushing through there. Liv Ditchfield with a really great break though, nearly got it over onto the right wing. Unfortunately wasn't able to bring it to fruition. Fiona Hutchinson, we've not saw her much towards the second half of this game. She managed to get a little push in through there, just trying to battle her way through.
I think it was a bit of a high tackle, to be honest. I saw a hand round her neck.
Holly Howitt and Fiona Hutchinson, of course, pushing forward together. The number 21 as well, just pushing through. That's Frankie Mannion.
It's got a little bit more shovey if you just saw there. Obviously, the emotions are bubbling here. Salford are destroying Chester so far, and Chester won't be very happy about that.
Mila Hull as well, just coming on as one of the substitutions for the Lionesses, getting her first appearance of the match as well, and her first chance at possession. 60 minutes into this game, 20 minutes to go, and it's been an incredible first game at Varsity. Of course, we had the prelude of Varsity seconds last week at Chester. That ended 4-3.
I'm just going to stop you for a second there. It's 11-11. I'm making a little wish, and I can guess you can guess what it's for.
I've got my head in my hands. I can't even believe what I'm hearing. Some would say the game's gone.
I just say the game.
Aaron Walkden nods his head. He agrees with me.
It's not if Salford will win or lose. It's how much Salford will win by.
Do you know what?
If they can maintain that clean sheet.
I'm liking you as a co-commentator, Thomas Charnock.
Thank you.
I think this Charnock-Bingham link-up is unreal because we don't, considering we play rugby league together, we never really see each other much on the pitch.
I don't think we've ever played together.
We have a few times, but you've always been a forward and I'm on the wing, so I'm sat there, breaking at pace on the end, making those crucial.
On an actual game, we've done it in training, but I don't think we've played an actual game together.
No, we played together.
Were you man-met? Were you on the man-met game?
I was not at the man-met game.
So
no,
I don't think I've been on the sideline.
Was that man-met home?
That was man-met home.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't field a squad for the away game. A bit embarrassing that, I must say. Here's the number 15 then once again for Chester, just pushing through beautifully, and by far. As far as the Chester squad is concerned, she has been the standout for me because she has just been so crucial on that defence. And the scoreline would look so different. Salford would have such bigger of a gap if it was not for the number 15 for Chester. But Salford, so many candidates that you could say that could be considered player of the match. Lucia Silva making some crucial plays. Of course, not going to try her conversion.
Making a breakthrough.
This is what I mean. She can break through beautifully.
Dangerous player. Also, very dangerous placement of a laptop next to my foot. Can we move it? Because I will stand on it.
Such a physical player, the number 15 for Chester, and by far the standout for that University. Here's the number 11, just trying to push through in the centre, of course, bodies at the line. Players such as Fiona Hutchinson leading the line there for Salford.
Incredible to see here.
Salford pushing through. Lucia Silva once again though.
This is what I told you about. She can push through. She can find that gap, and she will as soon as she gets past the defence.
And that's
gone.
That's what you need. That's what you need for a flanker. You need them to be able to scoot. You need them to be able to be quick on their feet. You know, do a bit of a dance, move around, try and weave their way through a gap, and she's been able to do that many times. 62 minutes into this game, score of Salford 38, Chester 0. Welcome along if you're just joining us. I'm Josh Bingham. Thomas Charnock is joining me here for Varsity coverage here on Shock TV.
Are we on radio at the moment, or are we just on TV?
I could not tell you at all. That is an Aaron Walkden question.
I mean, I'm still loving this game so far. It has been pushed into Salford's half. We heard some chants before from our Salford side. Not as nice language as we'd like, but I'm not going to tell them to stop.
Alice Masters there, just getting a push through on the ball. We've not seen her much since the first half, of course, when she got that brilliant try.
Through, taken down, but she got some yards. That's all you need. As long as you gain distance, that's what you want.
Virginia, of course, getting the most recent 6th try of the game. And it was a brilliant try. It was indeed. We've actually seen both props score a try in this match. Liv Springer, of course.
Keenan trying to get through there.
What a great pass that is. Passed on to number 14, Liv Ditchfield is away.
Come on, Liv!
Pushing again. We saw this in the first half. She's going to go all the way. No, she's just got stopped right at the end, and it's just gone right onto the try line. It was so close. We could have saw it again.
Still going. We've still got the ball. We're pushing forward. It might be a try in here.
And I think Chester have just stopped it. A real panic there by Chester just to stop that Salford try. And what a run that was by Liv Ditchfield. By far, one of the best players.
Eviano pushing through here. Gonna get a try.
Yes! The captain's got it!
Eviano, the captain. Her
7 whole tries. 43-0. Salford just keep on chipping away. And Chester, the look on their faces, you could paint a picture.
What was the score again, Josh? What was the score?
43-0.
43-0. Incredible to see
64 minutes into this match, and well, it's been a thrashing certainly by Salford. Credit to Chester, they've really gave a lot of effort in, but unfortunately, just on that attacking front, not able to have that tenacity that you need ultimately to push through.
The one thing here is Eviano, she's the captain. She can score your tries, and she's about to score your conversion here now.
4 out of 6 conversions for Eviano. She looks to maybe make it.
When Eviano plays her final match, steps off the pitch for the last time. But today, let's be in the moment and enjoy this incredible conversion here.
What a career it has been. Could it be another conversion for her? 5 out of 7 here.
They try and throw her off, but they can't.
No, not to be, unfortunately. Just missed at the very end there. 4 out of 7 conversions. Still a positive record, but a look of disappointment on her face there. I'm sure that Salford won't mind it, though, judging by the gap.
That's fine. It was an easy one to make, but she does prefer it when it's on the left side of the pitch. As a left foot kicker, I think it favours her much better.
And so far, it's looking like it's going to go Salford's way.
Looking? It's shouting it. Look
well,
at the
it's certainly shouting. It is. I don't want to curse it. I don't want to curse it because, for all I could know, Chester could just suddenly break out of absolutely nowhere and just bring it back completely. Of course, we've got Men's Rugby Union coming straight after. A lot of pressure on them to be able to recreate the same result, and even more pressure on Chester to be able to claw it back and not start off Varsity on the wrong foot. You've also got badminton going on right now in the sports, so you can catch that on Shock TV as well. Adam and Emma will be taking you throughout the day in the studio.
That kick there really didn't get the distance. But Lucia Silva trying to break through. Did you see that?
She has been cutting edge through the centre. The number 16, the Pebbles.
She'll make that break.
The number 13 again. Can she get it to... Oh, she's just not able to get it to Liv Ditchfield. Danny Seeger there. She's been making some brilliant runs as one of the centres, of course, for Salford.
Evie breaking through.
Eviano.
But I don't think she's got the speed to run away.
The captain.
She's been taken down.
What a shirt pulling there.
To stop her?
Some serious shirt pulling by Chester there. They've still really wanted to give it everything. I think a little bit of anger, a bit of frustration in some of the tackles there. And you do see this because, honestly, as someone who plays rugby, it really infuriates you when things don't go your way.
Oh, absolutely.
Against Senga, found a way through!
And another try!
Oh, my word! Unbelievable!
Another one. We can't be stopped here. We
That
cannot
was
be
out
stopped.
of nowhere, out of this world. 8 tries for Salford, 48-0, 67 minutes. We've still got 30 minutes to play left in the game, and it all looks to be over for
What's that
Chester
score, man?
Women's Rugby Union. I'll repeat it again for you at home, for the people at home, and for Thomas Charnock. Is 48-0.
48-0, guys.
An
I
8th
cannot believe
conversion for Evie Arnott. It could be 5 out of 8.
It's on the left side. She'll favour it.
And it is looking more towards the centre. And it could be perhaps one for her. She's been outstanding this game. Absolutely outstanding. And she's looking to maybe make it another conversion for Evie Arnott. Could it be for Salford? Could they crack the 50 mark?
Of course she does. Okay, it went in, right?
Unfortunately not. Not meant to
cannot
be.
see, I must be blind.
50% conversion rate for Evie Arnott, 4 out of 8. Not to be. They won't crack the 50 mark yet, but still plenty of time to go. 12 minutes of play left in this match. And it has been an absolute thrashing by Salford. Chester, unfortunately, just like they were in December in the league, not able to find a response. And ultimately, I don't know about you, Thomas, but I just think it has been that attack that has let them down a little bit. Just not able. A lot of their backs haven't been able to get into this game much. The most we've really seen is their fullback. A lot of their forwards, they have been able to push through and make the yardage when possible.
The yardage was pushed by number 15, who is at the back, which was quite surprising when that happened.
I also think it's just been key mistakes. A lot of fumbles we've seen, a lot of knock-ons, and just some brilliant interceptions, really, by Salford's defence. The defence of Salford has been incredible. As much as their attack has been amazing, Pebbles are just pushing forward, getting it onto another Salford player there. Trying to push forward, Lucia Smith, once again, making
Lucia
brilliant
Silva.
yardage.
Sorry, man.
I'd love to be able to see.
Can you read your own handwriting?
I said Silva.
It was. It's Lucia Silva.
Yeah.
You said Smith.
Oh, Smith. Oh, sorry.
Honestly,
I was
as
very
a
much.
radio man. You should
Okay,
know
it's
the
my
importance
it's
of
early in the
words.
morning. I've had 1 coffee. I've got 2 Red Bulls in my bag. Give me once I get to football, I'll be sound.
I was asleep 2 hours ago, so I can't say anything.
So was I. Exactly. I rolled out of bed this morning. Right.
Oh, we can't quite see it. I think it's going to go out the side, which will be a line out. I think it's being called by the lino here. The player's being run through by Salford, but it won't count.
And once again, I just want to offer credit to the ref and to the linesman for this match. They've done an incredible job officiating this game and making sure that it is all fair and well here on this morning here in Varsity. Time is 21 minutes past 11. Welcome if you're just joining us.
Dumb.
Sorry?
Do you want to go on my shoulder so you can see the line out?
For
a picture.
I'm tempted.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, I'm getting a nod of approval. Here we go. Okay. Make sure you're still talking.
That's fine. I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh! Here we go. That works.
Right, can you see the line out?
I can see the line out.
It's going well. We can actually see over the crowd.
This is incredible. I'm getting a bird's eye view here. I'm getting all the Salford sirens looking at me. This is amazing.
I don't think I'm doing it as correctly as they are.
I'm so glad we didn't have to risk assess this because this could be so poor. I'm ready. Yep. Oh.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, it was
neck
funny,
injury
and
central.
we got the picture. That's all that matters.
Trying so hard not to say foul language, and that's been another try for Salford. We weren't able to catch that because I was on Thomas Charnock's shoulders.
Hey, it looked like we were having fun. I'm not going to do that again. That was a bad idea.
And the weather is just glorious. I'm sorry. I will come back to it again. I don't want to do a commentator's curse. Thankfully, in all my time of commentary, in the 2 years I've been doing this, I've never actually done a commentator's curse. I've been fortunate. I might actually be a good omen, some may to say. That could change today, though.
Shall I mention a bit about the American football? They've decided I'm a good luck charm, apparently.
I am gutted with the American football because unfortunately it is only going to be 7-on-7. Evie Arnott with the 9th conversion of the match, 4 out of 8. But unfortunately for American football, due to the logistics and the timings that they've had, they're not going to be able to make it a full squad game. There we go. That's what we wanted.
What's the score?
55-0 here to Salford.
55. incredible to see.
I'm
from
loving the
Salford.
passion from you, Thomas Charnock. It's
I'm
so
loving it.
motivating.
I'm loving it. Varsity is the pinnacle
beautiful.
of sport at this university.
It really is.
So much fun.
It's fantastic.
The
And
coach there clapping with the Lino flag. It's incredible to see this team.
the two awkward cousins of the Northwest, some may say, brought
Awkward
together
cousins?
in 2016.
Shall I mention one of my chants that I came up with? I'll say in a second.
Go on, do us a little chant. We're
how
72
Chester
minutes
is
in.
Wales,
Do,
pretty much.
do us a little chant. You know, you're one of the Salford
Okay.
ultras. Go on, Thomas. I'll let you take it away.
We are Salford, sunny Salford, where it rains, where it's cloudy. We're sunny Salford, we're sunny Salford. Chester is something. I didn't get that. I've got one ready for the American football.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'll get you on the mic later then. When me and Tyler Wagstaff take you through.
Can I hear a little bit of it now?
Yeah, go on, do a little prelude.
Okay. We banged banger. And right.
So I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. Yeah, that was not a good start. That was not a
That
good
was the worst
start.
bit. That was the alliteration.
Right, let's get back onto it then. Lucia Silva
Chester, you're next.
trying to push it through. Salford have been incredible. 7 minutes left of this game. The number 17 just pushing it forward. Backed up by Liv Ditchfield. They're behind as well. Freya Smith as well, just providing backup as well and just being able to maintain possession. Bit of shirt pulling there from the number 12.
All of the turnout from the SU. Two SU taking the exact same angle at the exact same time. Both first.
Yeah, we got the SU on watching. You know, probably just making sure that we don't say anything bad.
Oh, you mean what I just said earlier?
Potentially. It could have been worth. What a tackle that is. That was some great play by both players there on the defence. And that's exactly what you need. You always want a player who's going to be able to grab the waist and someone to be able to get the legs, hook it down, stop any more pushing forward, because ultimately when you...
And it's not, besides that high tackle that I saw a bit earlier, it's nice to see that there hasn't really been any high tackles. It's been clean rugby.
It has been very
far.
clean.
There's a
really
break
disciplined
here.
from both ends.
Is
That's
that-
Pebbles though, just not able
Not
to get it
quite.
forward. Nice bit of yardage though gained by the number 16. Is number 5
sun's
then.
beaming because
Onto Silva.
someone wants to see what we
She's
want to
pushing
see.
through. Oh, she's loose. Oh, she's not been able
quite.
to get through.
15 in a gang there, stopping it. I think Pebbles, it might be hurt.
May have called
Holding
that
her back
a little
there.
bit too early. 6 minutes to go in this match. And the sun really is beating down now. This is exactly what we wanted. No rain in sight.
I'm going to need sun cream. 'cause
Mr.
I'm gonna
Blue
burn.
Sky has arrived. That's a little song reference for you.
Do you want to sing? Oh, Lucia
Poetic,
breaking
maybe.
through, I believe.
Oh, she's just got stopped
So
right
close.
on the try line. It's getting so close. This could potentially
Right
be
between the posts
try
as well.
number 10 for Salford. Double-digit territory, perhaps, with the number of tries.
Was it not released? I think it might be possession
It
to
might.
Salford.
It might be indeed. Possession ceded, unfortunately. And it'll go straight back to Salford.
No,
They'll have to
Chester have it here. Big kick, but not
Moved
really.
back
No-
to
nowhere
the
near
halfway
an
line.
EVR not kick for certain.
Over the touchline. And it was a decent kick at that to move them off the try line onto the halfway point. As we have got 5 more minutes of play time. It's 55-0 here. Salford University versus Chester University. And we're getting paparazzi'd again.
Again, the paparazzi were famous, mate.
We are actually.
Too many people trying to get our pictures.
I know I do drive time, but come on, guys. I know I'm a
This will
celebrity,
be,
but you
I
know,
believe,
I'm going to start pushing.
Isaac's taking the throw. Oh no, it's Chester taking the line out.
And Chester managed to succeed on the line out, being pushed forward there by
Saying
Salford.
that, they're
Great
holding it
recovery
for
from
long.
the number 10. That was a brilliant dive.
The
And
crowd
still,
is building.
I'm hearing a lot of sirens. I'm hearing a lot of horns.
Oh, the SU was selling I
And
think these
chants.
like quacker things.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, why couldn't we get that?
We should. Shall we just go and ask the SU now?
I'm
Oh
actually,
my God!
Oh, she's
Pebbles
got
making a
through! What a break that is from Pebbles!
Flat.
Oh my word!
And another try.
Try number 10!
Incredible.
60-0! We have cracked the 60 mark!
Oh, is there an injury?
There may be an injury. Oh, that might actually be Pebbles. I think she's ran a bit too
Jeez,
quick.
Did they go down? Did they hit her after she went
What
out? I
a
don't know.
try that is
Oh,
from the
no,
number
Valentine.
16 at Salford.
Valentine Pepper's
Unbelievable.
there, I'm sorry.
The sirens are all
Incredible
going
there.
off.
Another
The
try.
atmosphere is incredible. What a morning it has been. pure ecstasy for Salford.
Tell the cameras, what's the score?
The score is 60-0.
60-0.
76 minutes into this game, and it'll be a 10th conversion for Evie Arnold in her final bow out.
And another chance for a conversion.
And it has been.
Let's pray.
It's been such a whirlwind here.
Come on, Evie. That goal
4 out of 9 conversions for Evie Arnold. Could it be 5 out of 10? Back to 50%. Surely. Yes, it is.
Good job.
That's what we were looking for.
Another conversion, and what's the score
A
now?
positive conversion rate for Evie Arnott, the captain, who will bow out, hang up the boots. Her final game for Salford Lionesses, and what a career it has been indeed.
Is that 62?
That is 62-0, I can confirm.
62-0,
Just 10 points
incredible.
off of the previous game in December, when of course we saw Salford win 72-0 against Chester, the biggest deficit we saw in the league all season.
Hey, who knows? There's still chance. There's not many minutes left.
There is
Chance it
opportunity.
happens.
I'm getting paparazzi'd again for I think the 8th time. This time it's Thomas Sharp. There we go. I got another Thomas in the
Thomas
atmosphere.
is great though. That you can keep it on camera. The Thomases are amazing. Here we go. The play starts again from Chester. Not a powerful pick. Goes towards Lucia's feet.
A look of defeat on the face of
Zach's got
Chester
it.
University.
Isaac's going to make the breakthrough.
And we've finally seen Isaac get a chance. Isaac Williams, the number 22, one of the substitutes for Salford, the referee. What a brilliant performance it has been from the referee as well, and from the linesman. Unbelievable. We've also got Will Valentine kicking about as well, our head of sport, who, credit to him, he's been incredible.
He has. He is an amazing person. Please let us back again.
Unbelievable preparation from everyone here at Shock TV. And don't go anywhere, because just after this we've got Men's Rugby Union, of course.
Here we go. Lucia Silva pushing through on the side.
What a great push that has been from Lucia Silva, but even better defence by Chester.
I think, took a bit of a high grab on her there. But it's okay.
Oh, look at you. You don't want him to compliment Chester at all. Tegan's running through. Tegan's going through. She's making the run. She's gone over the touchline, and it is out. Possession ceded. Over to you, Chester. 11:30. It's 78 minutes into this game. Just 1 minute of normal time to go. I don't know if there's going to be any added time. I don't believe it'll be so, due to the scoreline.
As requested earlier in the season, we got a little surprise for Evie Arnott. Do you want to tell us who's on the mic now?
Hi, it's Emma, captain's girlfriend, and some would say Salford's biggest supporter.
I mean, what have you thought of the game so far?
First half was a bit dicey, but they really stepped up the second half after that half-time talk from Byron, and they've just been playing incredible. I mean, what is it, about 8 tries in the second half?
I believe it has been six tries.
Fair enough.
And, Evie Arnott certainly with a brilliant conversion rate, of course.
Absolutely.
6 out of 10. I mean, I'm sure you're so proud of her after this
she's
performance.
incredible. She's done so well.
I'm seeing I have to point this out. I'm seeing a Madry in hand. You're certainly starting the celebrations early, aren't we?
It's my first ever varsity. I've never been to a
Really?
varsity, so I had to do as they do.
No way! Oh, that's amazing. I mean, I can share that sentiment. Of course, my first varsity as well. It's not your first rodeo, is it?
I might have came last year and travelled the distance to Chester, but I also want to hear about someone incredible on the sideline. I think there's a dog on the side. We had dog cam earlier.
Yes.
What's the name of the dog?
I believe it's Minnie.
So we can confirm it's a she.
She's
the
a-
dog.
yeah.
Oh, we got a dog
She's
cam before.
adorable. She used to come to the game when she was like this big.
Can we confirm? Is this the official mascot of the Lionesses?
I would agree. That's the official mascot.
I'm so
Been
happy to
here
hear
for
that.
Probably about 5 games now, and we just love to see her.
Honestly, it brought me so much joy and motivation on this early morning. I've had to neck a coffee just to actually get myself out of bed today. No, it's... why do you think it's my Madry? No, of course it's not. I can't drink. It's Lent.
Josh Bingham is definitely not drinking. It's hers. Someone may have stolen the drink, and I think he needs to buy another one.
Sorry, can I just call out our head of sport here, Will Valentine, who's just stole a Madry off of sorry, I didn't catch your name, I'm afraid. Right, okay. I've done about 80 minutes of commentary. I'm getting knackered. I'm getting hungry.
You've got to remember all their names. You don't have to remember all of them.
I may have mispronounced a few names towards the start of the game, but I got there in the end. No, I don't want to talk about that. My handwriting is maybe about the equivalent of a 2-year-old. So yeah. No, I think we can give myself the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. How mad was Evie when she heard me calling not her alpha on the comms?
Yeah, she's grown to love it. I think it started as a joke, but it's got.
Oh, I believe Pebbles make it through there. on the side. Another potential try. It's out on the side there. It'll be another line out. Hopefully be Zach throwing in again. Incredible throw from Zach. Oh, is the game called?
Oh, is it done?
And it's all over.
Joining us, Emma.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your
Incredible.
time. Enjoy the rest of the day.
That's a win, right? That's a win.
And I can confirm the
That's the
first
day's
varsity game, and it is a win for Salford. Pure ecstasy
62-0.
for the
Oh my
Lionesses.
God.
62-0 here in varsity, and it is 2 for 2. Last year we saw a win 56-19 at Chester's home soil, and now we've brought it home to the David Lewis Sports Field, where it is a win for Salford Lionesses. Chester will go throughout the season unable to score a single try or even a point against Salford. 72-0 in December, 62-0 now. What a game it has been. Thomas Sharp, your player of the match, please.
Oh, it's got to be Evie Arnott. It's got to be the captain.
Absolutely, I can agree with that.
First
I have to.
game
Do you
as
know
well.
what? I'm going to be rogue, and I'm going to say because I'm a winger myself.
Wait, Lucia.
Liv Ditchfield.
Oh, Liv. Okay.
I'm going to say Liv Ditchfield. She is broke with pace on the wide angle. So the dog's on the pitch. Oh, look at the dog.
Minnie's on the pitch.
Get the dog
Minnie's
cam.
on the
Hurry up. Get the
Minnie's
dog
on the
cam.
pitch. Oh, an incredible mascot. there.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and I think we can see some emotions here from both sides.
Wow.
In a good way, because it is their last match for many of them.
And for some, it is the end for them. 3 years here at Salford, and it'll be their last time. Evie Arnott, of course, the big one, the captain for the Lionesses. What a loss that'll be for next season, but an incredible bow out for her. 6 out of 10 conversions and a try as well. But ultimately, pure ecstasy for Salford. They've kicked off the right way. Women's Rugby Union get the first match of varsity, and it starts off with a win. Chester will be looking to recover here on away soil, but they're certainly not dampened in their spirits, despite the fact that they weren't able to get a point. They tried the best. They've turned up. They put the effort in. Unfortunately, they weren't able to reap the
They do still
rewards.
see in somewhat good spirits, but oh my God, let's talk about the Salford team.
And pure.
Incredible.
I have to appreciate the
Almost
sportsmanship.
undefeated season this year.
The sportsmanship has been incredible, especially when we saw a few injuries for Chester and Salford just applauding them off. But that's going to be it, I'm afraid. But do not go anywhere, because we've got Men's Rugby Union coming shortly after this. You can find it on Shock Radio, Shock TV, Shock Sport, and Keys as well. But
I believe that will be Miles and Dylan joining you.
it
on
will
comms.
be. You'll be joining on comms. You'll find me again at American Football. I'll be joined by Tyler Wagstaff shortly after Men's Rugby Union. But for now, it's Josh Bingham signing off. And
Thomas Charles signing off. I'll come and annoy you later, but thank you very much for joining.
final score, Salford 62, Chester 0.
Shall we do?
Here we are then. How are we doing, mate? I'll pass the mic on to you so that you've got one.
We'll share.
We can share.
How are we, boys? We're all right?
So, incredible match today. Clean sheet.
Yes.
62-0. Incredible. What can you say about your team today?
We started a bit slow, admittedly, but then when we got in the groove, oh my God, did we get in the groove? You know, some great play. But for me personally, when it comes to women's rugby, that's what's important to me. The amount of people that were out. You know what I mean? And I said it to you. I think I've said it to Dylan and Miles in past times in interviews. 2 years, even 3-4 years ago, you would never get the amount of people that are out for a girls' game of rugby like this. So, man, yeah, what a day! It's been the weather's kinded it up for us. Everything seems to be there, at least pottling into plan a little bit better than than even I could have imagined. They wanted 100-0, but. Hey, 62 will do.
We did hear that Evie Arnott called them out and asked for a 100-0 win. Didn't quite get that, but 62, still incredible.
Oh, absolutely. I can agree with you on that. But just in reflection towards next year, of course, I mean, it was a fantastic performance today. But is there anything that you're looking at and you're thinking maybe we could tweak this or improve just for next year? Because, of course, with every sports team, we're constantly improving, constantly learning from every performance.
I think they've got to learn to bring the new freshers in, because obviously there's some real big names. Fid, Evie, Lucia, Fiona, the list goes completely on. Liv Ditchfield, who are leaving, and real important people who today's performance and throughout the week, throughout the year. But I think, honest to God, if they can play like that, because I think last year, I've said it before, last year they thought, oh, they might be dead and buried because some really good names left. But then they've gone and performed like this, became third. They're third in the league this year. So I think if we're looking for next year, it's got to be promotion. It has to be.
I mean, it's been an incredible season for you, and a lot of credit towards you as well for being able to run both teams. Just to look towards, of course, men's rugby union up next.
Yes.
It certainly doesn't slow down for you at all. You've probably just come off from the high of women's rugby union to come to this. You know, what are you going to be looking for from the lads today?
I think from the lads, it's just continuity. The men's game can be a lot faster than the women's game. So for me, it's can they keep up to that? Can the boys play at that intensity that that I know they can? And if they can, I think we're good for a chance. You know, 2 years ago I was here and we missed out so bitterly. I did a full lengther and it got called out, and yeah, so I think for me, if today, because we haven't beaten these in 9 years in the men's section, so if we can really rewrite that script and play well today, you know, anything's possible.
Well, there's a lot of pressure, but ultimately you've started off the right way, just exactly how we would have wanted, and all faith to you. Best of luck, of course.
Thank you, mate. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it.
Incredible match today. Tegan, give us your thoughts.
I don't know which one to go for.
Take that mic.
I'm just really happy for the girls. I mean, it's my final game, and I just couldn't have asked for a better team. Like, I've been with some of the girls for 3 years now, and they've come on so much. And to finish with such a high scoreline as well. We could have definitely got 100-0, but what was the score again? Like 62-0?
It was 62, yeah.
We'll take it, like, honestly.
I mean, how much has this team meant to you, of course? You're saying you've been here for 3 years, you'll be bowing out, hanging up the boots for the last time.
Well, I came back and did a Masters, and then...
Are we sure not the PhD? Can we convince you to do the PhD?
God forbid, I can't do it anymore. But, yeah, like in our first year, I think we won, 10, 12. Didn't have a varsity in my third year. Then we've absolutely gone and smashed it 2 years in a row now, so they've just done so well. I'm just really, really proud of them, and I'm going to miss them a lot. I have shed quite a lot of tears, but... yeah.
I can see it means a lot to you. I mean, it's just brilliant, and it's, you know, I've loved, we were saying, just the turnout for the people watching the game as well.
This is possibly one of the biggest turnouts we've ever had. Obviously, big shout out to everyone that's come down to support us, first game of the day. But yeah, just proud of everyone, really.